Hey, what's up, my wonderful Sports to the Bone family? Welcome back, man. A blessed morning to you all. So, in this video, my viewers and subscribers, we're going to be taking a look at how things went down in that CPL game last night between the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots and the Barbados Royals. Pretty interesting game. We're going to go through the scorecards and let you know exactly how things went. We're also going to be taking a look at the former West Indies captain and former player Pollard doing an interview and letting the people know exactly why Nicholas Pooran will not be captaining the Trinidad Knight Riders this year. Pretty interesting. The thumbnail, you would have seen the thumbnail that I actually added to this video. You can take it literal or you can just take it as a joke, where I was saying Pollard still has West Indies cricket on his head top. In the sense that it would appear as if he's still looking out for the best interest of West Indies cricket based on some of the things that he would have said about the West Indies captain, Nicholas Pooran. So as I said, it would appear as if he's still looking out for the best interest of West Indies cricket, or one could say he's looking out for the best interest of his friend in Nicholas Pooran. We're going to explore this article with the interview, so just make sure you watch the video until the end so you can get the fullness of what was said by the former West Indies captain, Mr. Pollard. So I have the score here in front of me, the scorecards here in front of me, my viewers and subscribers. Now, St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, they got their campaign off to a losing start, going down to the Jamaica Talawas. And a couple days ago, and they went down last night again to the Barbados Royals. Yes, my viewers and subscribers. So batting first, the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, they were only able to muster 149. Right? 149 for 8. 149 for 8. You're hearing me right, my viewers and subscribers. And, they got off to a brisk start, very good start, with the Spiceman Andre Fletcher putting bat to ball, batting very deep in the innings. He was partnered with Joshua Da Silva, and if you are not aware, Evan Lewis, the regular opener, he was actually out injured, so Joshua Da Silva had to step up. And one thing was clear was that Andre Fletcher really wanted to get some runs under his belt. So he started off pretty well, and he ended up holding out for, I think it was about 81. But before we get down to that, the St. Kitts the Barbados Royals, they really did well to basically pull things back, because as I said, St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots started off well. Joshua Da Silva, as I would have indicated, opened up the innings with Andre Fletcher. He got 19 from 18 with 2 fours. Darren Bravo once again struggled. He had 7 from 8. Rutherford was able to execute a mighty 6, but wasn't able to go too much deeper. So he had 9 from 7. Brevis had 4. Patriots had 2. Dwayne Bravo 7. Jensen 5 and Cottrell 1. So the main man in that innings would have been Andre Fletcher with his 81 from 55, picking up 11 fours and 1 6, strike rate of 147.27. Very interesting to see Andre Fletcher batting that deep in the innings and finishing with such a high strike rate. The only thing I could call out Andre Fletcher for in that wonderful knock is when he was in the 40s, maybe 47, 48. He really toned things down a bit. Basically started to soak up some deliveries. I don't know if it was because he was drawing near to his milestone of a half century, which is not something you want to do because it's a team sport. We can understand when people reach close to those numbers. So that is the only issue I had with him when he was in the 40s before he got to the 50. He was basically moving slow. We know that generally speaking with Andre Fletcher, during the power play, his strike rate is usually very high, and then it drops coming out of the power play. But he picked it up pretty well after the he got to the 50. So he ended up with 81, my peeps. And that is how the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots ended up at 149. And at one point in time, it seems as if they were going to get 160, 170 comfortably, but it didn't happen. Didn't happen at all. So that is how it went for them. Now, in terms of the bowling, for the next team there, for the Barbados Royals, you know, we had we had a couple of standout players, while we had our usual brilliant Obed McCoy getting some stick. You understand? So Obed McCoy wasn't able to dominate as usual. So when it comes on to the fall of wickets now, they had 57 for 1. Well, let me pull it up here, guys. 57 for 1, 83 for 2, 99 for 3. Then they had 108 for 4, 135 for 5, 135 for 6, 147 for 7, and 149 for 8. So that is basically how it went for them, my viewers and subscribers. You know, St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots trying their best there. Now, where the bowling is concerned for the Barbados Royals, the West Indies former captain, quite a few former captain, Mr. Jason Holder did pretty well. Holder had 3 overs, 21 runs, and he picked up 2 wickets. Joshua Bishop had 3 overs, 19 runs, 1 wicket. Wasn't too bad at all. We also had Obed McCoy picking up 2 wickets, but he had 41 runs. He gave away 41 runs from his 4 overs, while who else we had? We had Raymond Simmons. He wasn't too bad. His 4 overs cost 28 runs. So that is how that innings went, my viewers and subscribers. In terms of the batting now for the Barbados Royals, this is where everything broke loose, because we had Kyle Mayers and the great Raheem Cornwall putting on a very good show, my viewers and subscribers. So Raheem Cornwall, he had 39 from 25, 3 4s and 3 6s. Talking about some very well executed shots there, but the standout player would have been Kyle Mayers, picking up 73 from 46, getting 6 4s and 4 6s in that knock. So that is how it went, and they were able to chase down that 149, finishing off at 150 for only 3. Now, where the bowling is concerned, Sheldon Cottrell, he was treated roughly. You understand? He had 2 overs for 26 runs. Jansen had 4 overs for 34, and he wasn't able to pick up any wicket. Dwayne Bravo had 4 overs, 33 runs, 2 wickets. So that is how it went, my peeps. So the Barbados Royals getting a victory there, and you know, one of the funny thing about it is that the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, they are actually led by a man that set very high standards when it comes on to the field, and they put down a couple of catches in yesterday's game. They put down 3 catches, if I can remember clearly. 3 catches. I think Dananjaya put down maybe 2, and I think Cottrell and another player put down 1, you know, when they had that miscommunication. So that is how that one went, my peeps. And you know, I think one player, I think it was Bash from the Barbados team, he actually had quite a few catches on the day. Yeah, man, he had a couple of catches well on the day. So I don't remember if it was about 5, took quite a few catches. So that is how things went for St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots in that game. So yeah, that is pretty much it, my peeps. So before we jump out of here, quite a few persons have been asking. I remember the question was asked on the live that we did yesterday. You know, whether or not Pooran should be captaining the Trinidad Knight Riders. Funny enough, I saw an article after the game talking about it, and Pollard seems to be calling a lot of shots. Though no, you know, he's a big man over there in Trinidad, and he's also big in the CPL and all of that. So, you know, apparently the question was put to him as it relates to Nicholas Pooran being in a leadership role there. And this is what Pollard had to say, and I quote, "This is the CPL. We have put together a squad where we have a lot of senior players and a lot of leaders within themselves. Pooran is the West Indies incumbent. He will always have a leadership role in whatever capacity," end quote. So Pollard just letting us know that even though he's the captain of the West Indies team, Pooran that is, if he's not leading the team there as the captain in Trinidad Knight Riders, there's always a role there for him as a leader. He has his reason why he said that. He went on to say, and I quote, to me, that is not important right now as we go into a CPL, even for the young man, right? He said the last couple of months have been tough for the amount of cricket that he has played, right? And he has a lot of cricket coming up inclusive of the T20 World Cup. Pollard went on to say you want him to be mentally and physically fresh so he can lead West Indies into the World Cup and to greater things. He always has a leadership role, as so Sunil Narayan, Andre Russell, Colin Monroe, Ravi Rampal. So we have a lot of senior guys with a lot of experience, end quote. So that is what he's saying, my peeps, where Pooran is concerned. He wants Pooran to be refreshed and rejuvenated and ready for the World Cup. So it could be a case of Pollard having West Indies' best interest at heart. Pollard not willing to, could also be a case of Pollard not willing to step back, let the West Indies captain lead the team, or as I said, it could just be Pollard running things. I don't know. I don't know, my viewers and subscribers, but those are some good valuable points that you would have put across. I can't read what is in a man's heart or what is in a man's brain, but those are some good points that you would have put across that it would be nice to have him relax, contributing here or there, but not to take the pressure of leading the team and getting TKR across the line. So I definitely can understand from that point of view. So we're going to leave it right here, my peeps. Just go in the comment section and let me know what you think about this one, alright? Big up on yourself.